Hi amigos, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. It's another tag video. Again, another one originally begun by none other than Jerusha from Jerusha Couture TV. And I was actually tagged by the lovely, the most hilarious person that I enjoy watching here on YouTube. And that is, of course, Winnie B. LV. If there's anybody else that has tagged me, I will put them down below. But I know for sure she tagged me, and this was a while back. And I'm just not getting a chance to do it. So sorry, Winnie, it's taking me this long. Apologies if you did tag me and I didn't mention you, but I will put you down below. I have a few handbags that I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you. Again, that's what I love about tag videos. Today's tag video topic is the one and done. And they are going to be the handbags that you have selected from these specific designers. That's going to be like the only one that you are fine keeping from this brand. It's a one and done. It's going to be the one that you love the most. That's what I have selected, is the ones that I've loved the most from my top tier designers in my handbag collection. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Valentino. I actually have a couple of handbags from Valentino in my collection. I have more shoes. I love me a good Valentino shoe, you guys. I love me a good Valentino shoe, but there's very few handbags. And with the brand of Valentino, this is one that I would suggest to never, ever, ever pay full price, because you can get these on the resale market, or this brand goes on sale, right? This is the second handbag that I added into my collection from Valentino. And I just love this color. It's a nice like powdery blue. I can't remember the technical term or true name of the handbag, but a girl needs a good tote, and so I just absolutely love this one. And you actually have the Valentino logo here on the back, but the studding is just enough detail. And what I loved about this tote is that, of course, you have the very nice soft, right, like raw lining on the inside, and then you have two pockets to fit your phone, to fit whatever you're going to put in here, and of course a nice back pocket. But the really cool thing about this is that you actually have the D-rings here on the sides. And in my Fendi video, y'all saw my Valentino guitar camo strap, of course, and I can attach that strap to this handbag if I wanted to, especially like kind of use this crossbody, or make that strap like over the shoulder. But I just love this one. It's really, really pretty. I still have a protective sticker on the back. This is my selection for my Valentino handbags. This would be my one and done for sure. This girl here, she loves her totes. And this was the very, very first Louboutin handbag that I added into my collection. And I fell in love with these. I just fell in love with the Cabata totes. And I get a lot of compliments on this one, especially when I have my style advisor from the Real, when she comes over and I start to consign my stuff and she sees this one, she always compliments it, because she's like, it's such a beautiful handbag. Because you see so many Louis Vuitton, Neverfulls, and this is just a beautiful classic leather handbag. And just, you have the very minimal studding here on both sides for the straps, and you just have the beautiful, beautiful red interior that's synonymous with, of course, Christian Louboutin, like for the red bottom soles. But this actually, just like a Neverfull, it has its own, pouch. I fell in love with this color because it's not one that was carried here in the United States. This one, I got this through Matches Fashion over 6 years. So this is my first one. I've had this over 6 years, and I just loved it. And I just love the color. I love the red interior inside. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's classic. And yes, it's another tote, but I love it. And it's so chic. It's extremely, extremely elegant. If you want to call it quiet luxury, you can. But it's beautiful. And not many people carry this really beautiful, classic, all leather tote. And a nice sturdy bottom that you can have no worries setting this down, because you can just wipe down the rubber bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. The Louboutin Cabata tote in this really beautiful, lovely mauve taupe color. Like, I am obsessed with the CH Carolina Herrera handbags. I think they're very, very underrated, and I do hold them up higher These handbags are handmade in Spain in the same factories as a lot of these other top tier designers that I'm going to be sharing with you. So the quality of the leather is there and the prices are extremely, extremely affordable in comparison to these higher designer brands. And my one and done for the Carolina Herrera brand would be this lovely CH insignia handbag, again in a nice lovely dusty rose with a little bit of a slight mauve undertone. And this gives you the option or the feels, the vibe of an Hermes Constance handbag. And this one has gunmetal hardware, and you actually have the gunmetal hardware here up at the top. And what's nice about these handbags from Carolina Herrera is that they come with the option for straps. This one actually came with this really long crossbody bag that for me, for my larger sized body frame, this fits perfectly. It falls below the waistline because of course it is adjustable, and it just opens easily, just like if you were going to open up a Constance handbag. And it's just a nice like little box frame, but you actually have a nice linen interior in this one. Again, I'm bad. I always love to keep, I just love keeping the tags on my handbags, especially when they're on the inside. But it's a nice linen interior, and this fits quite a bit for me because y'all know I have to have my readers and all of that other stuff for essentials. But I love this handbag, and this one actually comes with the long strap. And then it also comes with this really beautiful other strap with the same matching hardware and the leather. And you can adjust this one. It just has a nice like a burgundy and navy color. So I have 3 straps. So this is going to be more over the shoulder. And then I have the option of the crossbody strap, and then I have the option of the other kind of like a guitar strap feel. But this is definitely my one and done out of my Carolina Herrera handbags that I have, and I adore each and every one of them, and they should definitely get more love, more mentions, because the quality is absolutely gorgeous. This is my one and done for the CH Carolina Herrera handbags. Let's move on to Fendi. I just shared this one in a video that I happened to upload recently from when I'm recording this video. New to me is my lovely Fendi baguette in the color Camellia. Look how lovely she goes with this blouse with the gold and the black pinstriping. I have been using this nonstop. I think I used her like 2 months straight. Once I changed into it, I have not changed out of it. And again, I threw the Valentino crossbody strap. I used that with this when I went out of town, but she's just nice and roomy. And mira, look, because I love Carolina Herrera, my amiga Deline, this is what she gave me for my birthday. And I have my little lippy in here. That looks cool. Look, Deline, that looks really cute. But yeah, this would definitely be my one and done. I have, of course, the turquoise, but because of the color, I would select this one because this is just the best neutral ever, this camellia color, and buttery soft leather. It really packs quite a bit of items in here. So this is my one and done handbag for Fendi. And we're moving right along to Gucci, amigos. It is, again, of course, in my favorite all-time color. Again, another like dusty rose mauve color, because this is the best neutral. I just thought this was so beautiful and unique and different because of the fact that it had the pearls and it has the GG logo. And then you have the just beautiful studding and the pearls, you know, on the back. And it's the perfect crossbody length. Again, you could adjust it if you wanted to, but for me on my body frame, if you're a size 14, 16, 18, this is a great crossbody with the strap having the nice drop length that you want. And it just fits the essentials. I can fit my readers and all of that stuff in here, but it's beautiful. It's just the best handbag. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. This is the one that I grab the most out of all of my Gucci handbags. This is the one I reach for all the time. With that said, for that crossbody, another one which I have shared in another tag video, but out of my YSL handbags from my Saint Laurent handbags, I have 3 total in my collection. I sold one off not too long ago. This one is the best, absolute best handbag from YSL that I have. And you're saying, well, Laura, you have that other Gucci one. And yes, I love the Gucci, but with Gucci, that handbag does not have a back pocket. And this is the version that has the back pocket. And I love this handbag because of the fact that I love me a back pocket so I can throw my phone. I am not one that likes to have carrying their phone in their hand or putting it in their back pocket. I am old school. The phone goes in the handbag. And so it's a winner when the handbag comes with a back pocket. And it is in like a taupey gray kind of a color. This is the version that did not come with the tassel. The tassel is a pain in the you-know-what, so I don't miss that at all. But it's just gorgeous. Again, the strap drop length on this one, because it is adjustable, fits perfectly for those of you that are on the larger, fuller frame. But definitely the YSL handbag is a winner, a one and done in my collection. Can't live without this one. And I would definitely buy more of these in other colors. Definitely YSL camera bag, but make sure it has a back pocket. One and done. Louis Vuitton, that's what's next. And this would be my one and done. Because of the fact that, of course, it's personalized. This is my LV World Tour, and I absolutely love it. This is actually my handbag for the day because I went on a spiritual day retreat, and I needed to pack all my essentials and stuff. And so I actually have, like, it's full, right? I have my, what do you call it, organizer in here. I have my little, like, planner. Mira, I have my name on the back from our little meditation that we had today on the day retreat, and it just has, like, it just holds everything. And actually today it was raining. We are having a very rainy weekend, and this was perfect. So my husband already knows when I'm going out and about, he'll tell me if it's going to rain, and that tells me what handbag I need to take. And so I actually had this. So I had all of my stuff in here, and then my little Chanel stole shawl, I threw it in here because I definitely needed it to be there in a really, really cold room. But this would definitely be my one and done. And again, yes, it's another tote, but it's a nice tote that I don't have to worry about because of the canvas, and I don't have to worry about like the patina on the leather. And so that's what makes this one perfect. My Louis Vuitton World Tour Never Full is for sure one that, you know, is a one and done for the handbags. And especially because it's a tote, it's going to be a great for travel, for everyday use. I can fit my laptop and everything in here. But truly, I'm going to cheat with LV. And this is going to be another one that I have to mention because this one is not going anywhere. And I absolutely love this handbag. So for a small LV one and done, this one takes the cake. The pochette ce soir. And then for a true handbag that, you know, is going to be a workhorse, this is it for sure. These two. And let me move this one to the side because as any Latina mom would tell you, nunca pones esa bolsa en el piso. I was just about to put it down. And any Mexican mama, Latina mama is always going to tell you never ever put your purse on the floor, because if you do that, then that means you'll never have money in it. So I moved it to my chaise. Let's do Hermes next, right? Who am I kidding? Rosita, my Kelly 28, and Rosette, she would be a one and done. But she's not going to be one, of course, that I would always use or grab. And so I had to really think about all of the ones that I have that I haven't shared before in a tag. And so this would be my, the one that I would select to share with you guys. And this is my Hermes Picotin 22 in the size 22. And she is in blue pale. And I love this size the most. And of course you have the raw lining interior. I just love the slouch of it. I love how this size works much better once you put your items inside with the organizer, because you still have the slouch. This one I got it in the Hermes Cancun boutique. I do shop there quite a bit when we do travel over there, and I've never had any issues asking for items over there. I ask them and they're like, okay, yeah, let me check. And then they're on their phone. They're like, okay, I have this color, this color, this color, this color, this color, this color. What do you want? They're like, what do you want me to bring out? This was the color that I ended up selecting, and I just love it. I absolutely love this handbag. Easily goes over the crook of your arm. You have a nice, nice drop. This is just the perfect color that, goes with a lot of my wardrobe, with a lot of the shirts that I wear the most. And because I'm a casual dresser, I wear jeans into the office for the days that I do go in there. And it's just the perfect, perfect bag, perfect bag. For me, I absolutely, absolutely love it. Leather is gorgeous. Azulita, my little azul bag, blue pail. As I have mentioned before, I am a giraffe lover. I love giraffes. And when Dior happened to do a special release of the Animals collection, I was on the hunt for everything that I could buy from Dior. This item got released, and it would be a one and done because nobody else is gonna want it because it's personalized. And I'm talking about my beautiful Dior book tote with the giraffes. And I had my lovely SA personalize it for me. She was like, Laura, you want to personalize it? And I was like, yeah, may as well, right? And it was quick. It was personalized within like about a week and a half, and then it was shipped out to me. So of course you have the Christian Dior, and she gets complimented because you don't see a lot of Dior period really here in San Antonio, because at the time we didn't have a boutique. Now we do, but even then I don't normally spot a lot of Dior handbags out in the wild. And no pun intended, even though it's got the giraffes on here. But yeah, she's definitely would be like the one and done that I would keep from Dior out of the ones that I have. She's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous because she's personalized. Not many other people are going to want this one. And not many other people are going to have the same love for giraffes like I would. So she's a special, special handbag. Let's go ahead and close this out with Chanel. I think out of all of my entire handbag collection, I probably have the most Chanel handbags, I think. It might be kind of tied with Louis Vuitton, but as far as Chanel handbags, I have quite a bit. And so, of course, for me, the reason why I'm going to cheat is because there's kind of two categories that you have, right? You have like a smaller Chanel, and then you have like a traditional handbag. And a lot of people, when they are starting their Chanel collection, most people tend to start with walks. But when I started my walk collection, I just loved all of the colors that would come out. And so this one that I'm going to share with you, I think this was the second one that I added into my collection because the color is just me. For those who know me, know that this is just a Laura color. This one I just fell in love with. You have the beautiful, beautiful caviar leather, and you have, I think they call this is it like the Mademoiselle? Opening for the handbag where you just flip it up, and that's just what makes this one just nice and special and different. And look at that, just beautiful. And it's just in this beautiful pinky coral color. And for those of you that are Hermes lovers like myself, this is very close to rose lipstick. And it's here you can see next to rosette. But this has more of a darker color than the rosette. But this is very close to an Hermes lipstick because it has a bit of like a coral undertone to it. But this doesn't have a back pocket or anything like that. Not like you would really use it anyway. But it just has the beautiful still quilting, and again in the caviar, and just really pretty. I mean, just gorgeous. This just goes with a lot, and it can blend well even though I am a dark autumn, especially if I'm wearing navy and browns, things like that. This color is going to be a nice like little pop of color, but she's gorgeous, and it's got a really, really pretty thin, look at that. It's like a baby fine chain on this one. What I love about this one compared to other walks that I have where the chains are a little bit thicker, this one is like a nice like little baby fine chain, and I absolutely, absolutely love it. And she's just, oh my gosh, she's just the most beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous color. And just the little closure, the detail of how you have the really pretty double CCs, just easy to open it and close it. It's the best. So this is for sure one that I would keep in my collection for the walks. This would be a beautiful one and done. And then my final handbag to share with you for the one and done, as far as a classic, true classic handbag from Chanel that I would keep, that I wouldn't let go, that it is just a no-brainer for you keeping one handbag in the collection from that design house, would be my very, very first Chanel handbag, and she's the consentida. She's, in Spanish, we say consentida when it is the most special, the there's just something about that person, right? Like children, they're all different. But there's just one that sometimes it's, there's just special. They're special. And that would be this beautiful, beautiful handbag in the classic black color. You do not see this handbag a lot. I've never seen anybody share this handbag. This handbag, I fell in love with this handbag because it just looks like a traditional classic style Chanel handbag, but it's actually a tote. So it's pretty much like the size, if you can picture like the size of like a jumbo, but it's light. It's not heavy like a jumbo, but it gives you the look as if it was just your Chanel classic handbag, because of the fact that you have the double CCs and this flap opens in the front and you have plenty of room to fit things here in the front. You could throw your phone in here or whatever you wanted to get to. And then the back had a nice, huge, look at that, nice back pocket. Again, I could put my phone. I'm a sucker for, you know, a back pocket. Then you have, you know, you have little patitas, you have feet at the bottom, and she's in just the beautiful, soft, quilted pattern. And then you have the classic Chanel chain. And I normally use this handbag during the winter months just because it's black. And I usually use this one more during the winter. But, you know, I have stuff in here. So it's a black pit. But what sold me on this handbag, because I'm a sucker, here it is. I am a sucker for the little key strap to stick your keys on here. Because at the time, the other house that we lived in, I actually had to get the keys out of my purse to open the door and go in, because I was nothing like now where I can easily go into the garage, right, and come into the house. I actually had to pull my keys out in order to get into the house. And so that's why this was a winner. And I had my choice between this and the traditional classic handbags. And I was like, no, I absolutely love this one. What sold me was this. I love the fact that it was still gave me the beautiful classic look, but it was a hell of a lot cheaper than the traditional classic Chanel handbag. And you just had so much room. You have like 2 pockets here, and then you have the back pocket, and it's just nice and open. It's just nice and open. Look at this. I have a gift card, and then mira my sunglass holder. I was looking for that one. But yeah, it's a black pit, but it's super, super roomy. This one was released in, I think this is probably a 16 series or a 17, because I got this in January of 2017. And it's just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. She is definitely my go-to handbag for the winter. Again, consentida. Out of my Chanel handbags, especially for a handbag, this is my one and done. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. These two are the winners. Those are all of my selections for my one and done handbags for this tag. Thank you, Winnie. Gracias for tagging me. It was a lot of fun. Had to really think about these selections. And thank you, Jerusha, for creating this another fun tag. Let me know which ones out of the selections that I did for this tag video you like. Let me know if we're twinning on any of these. And I hope to see you in the next video. If you want to see more of the handbags that I have selected for other tag videos, so you can see what I have in my collection, I will put the playlist over here. Hasta la próxima. Until next time. Adios. Bye-bye.